Hello everyone and welcome back to, I'm thinking was likely to be the last session of Traveller's Rest for now, at least on this update. We have kind of explored everything, or mostly everything the game has to offer. I did very briefly kind of look at all the content in the game according to the wiki and a couple of guides, and it doesn't seem like I've missed too much stuff in the game, or anything major. I think there's a small mechanic where you can raise a bird or something, but that's, I wasn't quite sure how to get that, and it seemed like it was perhaps further on in the game, but there's not really anything bridging the gap between that content and the place that we're at now, so I'm probably not gonna experience that, because it's only a tiny bit of content anyway. So yeah, this is probably going to be our last day of streaming Traveller's Rest. I'm still enjoying the game a lot, there's just not really too much to go. I did have a look at the reputation levels as well. 12 is very much the last unlock that you get. It goes all the way to 19 apparently, but it's just room size increases. So I think, yeah, we are happily at the point of you kind of get to with all of the access games where there's not too much more to explore. There's just that eagerly awaiting of more content to appear. But now we've still got some stuff that we want to do, maybe build some more rooms, see if we can get that barn up and going. We can probably do that all this session. And yeah, we can see what that is like. And maybe we can even get our chickens upgraded to max, see what happens there. But we have our new trends for the kind of week. I guess it's 4 days, it's not really a week. We have 2 loads of Pilsner, we have some rye lager to just sell, I think. Pale ale, is that still trending? It is. So it's the brown ale, Pilsner, and the pale ale. Honey, chili, and peach. I haven't got really any of those, but meat lasagna, quiche, and sweet pie. I think we made quite a lot of it. We've got a lot of sweet pie. Not much quiche because I don't have much milk. Got quite a lot of lasagna though. So we're pretty ready for this week. We just need to, I guess, prepare for next week. Stock up on some stuff. But there isn't really anything major that needs to be done. I think I have, last session I fed my chickens with that nutritious, I don't know what it's called, just that nutritious seed or whatever. And we'll see if they've actually grown substantially. I can only, I'm happy to just sell more of this pie. It does sell for a fair amount. We haven't got any brown ale, so maybe we should make some. I do have the malt for it looks like, so we just need to actually make the brown wort. Oh no, I already have 3, never mind. I kind of have everything we need already. Oh, we can make some, just in case anyway. So we'll make some, we're out of yeast. That's why I'm lagging behind, forgot about that. I think it's safe just to open the tavern. And there's all the yeast. I remember ordering this now. Got some toast, blueberry toast, eh? Now we can make some brown ale. Just make some hoppy brown ale. I guess we could make a weird honey-based one, because I think honey is trending at the moment. Hello, welcome back. Just saying that this is, we're kind of reaching the end of Traveler's Rest. We are definitely going to play one more session of this game, because we've got some stuff we want to do, and I want to try and get the barn for the cows. So I'm going to head there now, head over to the farm shop. See how expensive it is. I don't think it's too dear. It might be 50 gold actually. That would be a little bit too much. It's the wrong place. It's this guy. How much is the barn? It's 30 gold. Okay. And 15 mortar. We can do that. We can definitely get the 30 gold. 15 mortar is actually a little bit more difficult. That might take a couple of days. Have to be running around, probably doing a lot of gathering of stone. I'm thinking about what game to play next on the channel. I'm thinking I kind of want to play something similar. I'm eyeing up that Dave the Diver game. That looks really interesting. I mean, it's not too similar to this, but I guess it's a maybe more fleshed out concept. And also, I was looking at a game called Dinkum. I don't know too much about either of them. How's my nutritious feed doing? Did that actually... Yeah, we've gained an extra level, so we're at 5 out of 7. For our chickens now. If I have to slaughter them, they give 4 chicken. But to be honest, I'm pretty happy with just getting the eggs. Is that stone? It sure is. I think there is stone to the north. Barely been north in this game. I know there is a mine up here, which I don't think is really fleshed out content yet. But interestingly, I was reading that apparently they've changed quite a lot of the mechanics in this game. They've done some kind of core reworks. Changed how all the brewing and stuff worked. So I'm wondering if they're gonna... I mean, they clearly know that they want to tweak these core systems, so I'm pretty positive for the future that we'll see even more changes, hopefully for the better. Have I tried Graveyard Keeper? I have played that on my own, I haven't played it on stream. It's a little bit too grindy, I think. You do end up just kind of making a lot of headstones because you need that blue research. I found you just kind of mine stone and make headstones for quite a lot of the game. It does have it has a really interesting story and I like the atmosphere of it. It does have some great bits. It is another game that is very kind of a compelling grind, but I think it is too far on the grind scale for me a little bit. That is, I mean, I do like Graveyard Keeper's kind of gradual automation. Just trying to say that word. Yeah, the automation that you get from like building the zombies, and you can do some pretty interesting stuff. I never finished it. I always would get stuck behind certain quest lines that really were quite lengthy. I remember having to make very high quality burgers. That was a real effort. That was quite challenging. I think Graveyard Keeper is one of those games that's probably like best played. It's kind of best played while doing something else, if that makes sense. It's the kind of perfect thing to watch TV and play a game to. Yeah, I kind of agree with the zombie manufacturer. It's an odd system. Oh, come on, every time I've gone up here there's an angry customer. This is ridiculous. It takes a very long time to get it going, and it is quite... It's not complicated, it's a little fiddly. And it's a little strange that you can just have zombies kind of walking out in the world. But I do very much like that secure feeling of having an infinite amount of resources to play with. So I think once you like get automation going and you have, it kind of feels very secure. That you have like, oh, I have an unlimited supply of logs now, unlimited, so you can just experiment and mess around a bit more with some of the fruitier stuff. I think there must be more stone up here. There's all these lovely blockers. You've got a bridge out to the right, you've got all this stone. I mean, they've clearly planned more areas in Traveller's Rest, which is a good sign. I just hope we get to see them sooner rather than later. And we've got the Iceman down there. As far as I can tell, we can't interact with them in any way. I think that mine is on the roadmap, coming soon. It's like we have a lot of angry customers. I'm very far away. Going to be a big reputation hit, but it doesn't really matter because reputation just isn't important. Not at the moment, anyway. Get out of here. Where's the other one? I think that was the same lady being angry. If I want to get this barn up, I need more mortar, and we probably need a clearer space as well. So I have 6, we're making 4, I need another 5 more mortar. There's going to be a lot of stones. I think up here is a fairly good place to put the barn. And maybe... No, I'm definitely going to get enough money. Don't need to worry about that too much. How are we doing on peers? We're completely out. I think I have some aging downstairs. We have my aged cheese. Forgot about that. How are they doing? Are they aged? Yeah, we've got two. Two of them are aged. That is a very slow process. How much does this sell for? Not very much. I don't really think that's worth it. Oh no, I can't sell it, it's just an ingredient. You had 8 barrels consumed in one day. That is... I have not had that. That is a lot of beer. Not bad. Probably making a lot of money selling all that beer. What was the other trending beer? I forgot. Is there a way to check this just in a menu? That'd be very helpful. Don't think so. Trends are, it's Pilsner, Brown Ale and Pale Ale. I guess the Pilsner that I forgot about. So we have, yeah, we need to make some more Brown Ale, which we've done. We need to make some Pale Ale and probably some Pilsner too. So we can do Pilsner and Pale Ale. The IPA is fairly easy to make, so it is nice when you get an easy trending beer that sells for a lot as well. I'll make a cheese board. Ah, I guess this is how I sell the cheese. Cheese and tomato and lettuce, sure. Okay, maybe that cheese is a lot more worthwhile then. He didn't respect her. There is a mess. Right. Need to put some food away and grab more mortar. Grab some out of there. Just gonna beeline for this. This barn. We've made around 10 gold today, so that is not bad. Or did I make 15 in fact? We are just making a lot of money. It is getting very silly. it kind of makes me wish there was more to spend money on. Like, if I could just buy a lot more raw resources, that would be very nice. Is fondue worth it? I mean, they have so much mozzarella. I mean, it sells for a fair amount. It's not great. And I guess it is using this white vinegar as well. It's probably not worth it. But a little bit of variety, it does give you a little bit more money. It's not an amazing amount though. I think actually these cheese boards are they're my highest value food that I can sell as a cheese board. So yeah, just putting mozzarella and some aged blue cheese on a plate really is quite easy. So you get a little bit of cheese going. Can I split the stack of blue cheese? I don't think it is. Yeah, the aged brandy and the aged rum is also selling for far more than our beer, I guess. So I have enough to make a little bit more mortar. We just need a lot more stone. That's just the base stone. Don't need to make the polished stone. Game is telling me I have 13 mortar. I think I only have 12 on me. I might have mortar hidden in a chest somewhere. It was the worst. I have no idea where it is. My inventory is a mess. In the interest of time, don't need to keep my tavern open too long. Just, I'm going to try and like whiz through these days a little bit, just so I can get the stone and then get the animals. So our chicken should be growing at least 1 star every day. We can see what happens when you get a 7-star chicken. And we can also do... well, hopefully we'll get to see some cows. And I don't think there's any other animals to buy. There are wild turkeys, though I haven't seen any. I haven't done very much exploring at all. Well, I mean, as the save file shows, this game has kept me entertained for 18 hours. Can't complain that it's coming to an end at all. A fair amount of space in my aging barrels. Some more cheese boards, some rum, some more wine, all that fondue. I guess you don't get very many cheese boards when you make one. So a bit of bread. Bread and cheese. I've never used the black wall. Let's make some of that. Just to see what that's like. It's, I guess, just more pale, as it is the trend at the moment. Can I make any more? Anything more that I need? Guess we need to restock that dark malted barley. And I wouldn't mind doing some more rum and stuff. Open up the tavern. Leave it making some money. At this point, don't really care too much about an angry customer, so I might just leave them in there for a little while. I'm just going to run around and get as much stone as I can. Hopefully we can build the barn today. It shouldn't take him too many days to get it built. I guess we'll go up north first while there's less customers in my tavern to be angry. And people bump into a wild turkey somewhere. Although I suspect they're not on this map. They might be in the forest. Oh, that is a bit of a shame if you have space for 60 people, but it is gated, I think, behind your maximum occupancy level. So you just have it is very rep based. It's a little bit strange. I feel like that's unnecessary. Something like all pubs are going to have empty seats, that's fair enough, but I feel like maybe the way that you attract customers should be more based on the... Oh, we found a turkey. I just hit it with a broom. And we get a wild turkey. Okay then. Hunting turkeys with a broom. I mean, I have an axe. Surely that would have been better. But now apparently you do have to use the broom. But yeah, it'd be interesting if the amount of customers you got was more based on your kind of variety or than quality of food and drink that you offer, rather than just gated behind a kind of arbitrary reputation level. That should be all the mortar I need, I think. We'll make a little bit more just to be on the safe side. And have a load of wooden planks, so I think we can make the barn. Pretty sure we can. And it is a bit pricey, but we should make enough money to buy some cows if they are. I mean, they're not probably not going to be more than like 10 gold each, but I doubt they'll be that high. I'm expecting like a couple of gold per cow. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, like, the bigger your tavern gets, you definitely do feel like you need more people to help run it. I'd really like to see the bar itself expand, or maybe 2 bars as well. That would be very cool. But honestly, I'd prefer it if they moved away from the automation of the bar itself, because I think that's the interesting bit. Not the cleaning tables or the floors, but I like managing the bar. I don't really like crafting too much, because there's quite a lot of just running around. But I do know that they're overhauling, the staff system, and you should with that, I hope, be able to like hire a couple more workers, and also then not just be a constant drain on your money. So I do think that's very odd that you pay them when they're not working. No, maybe wild turkey, I guess. Miles off. That was an incredibly slow reaction. Should be the mortar done. I don't know how big this is going to be, so we'll clear some of this grass out. Yeah, the beer crafting I think is a really surprisingly in-depth system that's really fun to engage with. But yeah, there's no reason to make most of the beers, because a lot of them are like that brown, that black wort that I just made. I don't remember to actually do something with. It's just more costly to produce and more time-consuming to produce, but offers absolutely no reward for doing so. That is something that just cannot stay in the game. It's very silly. I don't think they could be. Well, they surely don't want that to be in the game. Like, that is very weird. It's like the DIPA wort requires 2 different hops and some light malted barley, compared to just, the pale wort, which is one less hop, or you have either biscuit worts, but all of it just, it's the same price for the beer. There's no difference. Weirdly though, I do think some of the beers, a couple of them are just way worse. Like, what is it? So yeah, I'm getting 57 silver, 80 copper for every beer. It just depends what I put in. Other than mead. Mead is half the price of everything else. And mead requires wine yeast and honey. But why is mead so much worse? Why would I ever stock mead? Even if mead was trending, it wouldn't make sense to stock it. Yeah, it's just a shame. There's that beer crafting system. If they want to make the player more of a crafter rather than kind of a server, that's fine. Just they need to make that beer system rewarding, rather than it kind of feels more punishing than it does feel rewarding at the moment. I think we can make the barn, so let's go do that. I just realised there is sheep's milk in this game, so we might be able to put sheep in our barn as well as cattle. And there is pork meat, it's pig meat. But I'm not sure if that's worth it. It feels like just buying it's probably better. Where's the builder guy? Did I run past him? He is. The barn. So it's 50 wood planks, 30 nails, 15 mortar, and 30 gold. Oh, it is big. I think there's a tree in the way. That is annoying. Where can I put this? Put it down here. Don't like that. I really wanted to put it up here, but I think it's just a tree then. Can't cut that tree down until it's fully grown. Upgrading the chicken coop worth it? It's a lot of money. That does not seem worth it. That is more than the barn. I think for the interest of time, put the barn down here. It's not ideally where I wanted it. But we can do stuff with that, that's fine. I'll buy some walls or fences. Door for a wooden fence. There's a rope fence. I was hoping for more than just a rope fence. Is there a wooden fence? Is that somewhere craft? Not there, it isn't. There's an aging shelf, that's not a fence. Oh, there's wood fence. Get 6, yeah, we'll make some of them. And maybe we can kind of make a nice spot for the barn. And it's probably best to not have the chickens just roaming free as well. Need vodka yet. Be that worth it then. Just make the whiskey instead, I think. Whiskey sells for quite a lot more. What the chicken's doing? There are 6 of 7 stars now. All the wood planks, and we can maybe start decorating the outside a little bit with this wood fence. Is this how this works? Yeah. Ooh. Not decapitating anyone as I cut this grass. Oh, I can't place one more for some reason. Is that tiny blade of grass really getting in the way? Careful, chick. No, I just can't place any at this edge. Odd. Okay. It's sort of a fence, apart from the big hole in it. Guess I could do that. Really just not build up to this wall? Or is it the grass in the way? No, you just can't build it. That is the limits of the map, I guess. That's a bit wonky. And also I don't have a way out. Let's play some fence gates before I fence myself in. Where are they again? Oh, they were in furniture for some reason. Wait, pricey, jeez. 42 silver for a gate fence. Weirdly, I can build there on this side. How strange. Build mode in this game does confuse me a bit sometimes. Aging barrels is fully stocked. I should age more beer instead of anything else. There we go. Now, I think I'm gonna go to bed early tonight. See if we can get the barn to progress. Might just whiz through a couple of days, just so we can start that ball rolling. Should probably set some beer going. And if we're whizzing through days, we're going to reach our next trends slightly quicker. We do have an important guest arriving tomorrow, so we'll prepare for that. I think I am fairly well prepared anyway. We do have... we're out lasagna, and we're out quiche. So we need more milk, but other than that, I think we're fine. We have a lot of ale. I'm not aging my brown ale, I should do that. Instead of a couple more jars of whiskey, or rum. We'll pop to bed. I think having the tavern open at this point is just more money and more reputation, neither of which I need too much. I don't know if that's a statement of us doing well, that we're kind of near the end of the game quite early, it feels. Sort of weird noise for a gate. It's weirdly creepy. That's very, very squeaky. Okay. I guess that was one of our rented rooms leaving, giving me a load of reputation. That's just more build tiles and rooms and everything. Obviously that is all we're going to be getting from our levels now. I guess the benefit of building the barn here is that it is already fairly well walled off. Probably wall it off down to kind of like around here, give my cows quite a lot of space to roam. If I wanted, I could wall it all the way kind of down to here, give them a ton of space. I like that idea actually. Can be quite a lot of fence that we need to build. fairly easy to make though. Let's restock the tavern, get it open. Get our special guest arriving. We're currently 2 for 2 for them actually showing up. So fingers crossed they appear this time. All looks good. Got enough beer. Need to get something from the cellar. Some more cheese. Some more cheese boards. Ton of aged beer here, so we can do a Pilsner and a brown ale. And let's open up. Let's get just the money and reputation rolling in while I build this fence. Plan this that well. I don't know why these fences can't connect up. Be like that, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that makes more sense. And we'll probably put a door in. Don't be stuck in the chicken coop forever. I don't think there's a particularly good way to make this line up. Fortunately. Won't quite work. It's gonna look a little strange, but it'll do. That's, for the most part, I think that is my chickens now fenced in securely. Obviously I'm going to leave all the gates open. But it makes me feel better that they're not just roaming around. Fortunately, none of them are actually in their chicken pen there. And this torch, I don't know if it blocks movement. It doesn't really. Could have planned that a little bit better. didn't realize that my special guest has already arrived. I believe I messed that up. We almost had a gold from that lady. Or over a gold. Really doesn't matter at this point. This fence is annoying. I don't know how to correct it. Unfortunately, I think it needs to all shift slightly. So that sort of works. And then you can't get out, I guess. No, I think that works. Okay, we have an enclosed chicken coop. Now I just need to connect up this fence and the cow fence. It's going to take a while. It doesn't let me connect them. Fantastic. I guess this fence is on another layer. It's not actually interactable with. Did not think building a fence would be this frustrating. Right. It seems like today I am really low energy, and I kind of want to just do what I actually want to do in real life, which is just go back to bed. But responsibilities and stuff. But thankfully in this game I can just go to sleep whenever I want, I think. So I might just do some chain sleeping. Because honestly, don't really care about having the special guest here. He's not really very beneficial. I just want to see what's in this barn. And we can continue building this fence maybe if I can think of a better way to do it. Might have to go along the sides like this. Just seems a little bit silly that I can't connect it up down here. Well, I can't just have cows wandering out then, you know. I guess I can. That was kind of the plan. Really gonna work though. Oh, we'll have to come back to that. But let's send these guys home. I think the barn might need another day to be built. I really don't think a potato fits on a cheese board, just a raw potato. But apparently it does. Apparently that is okay. People are willing to pay for that. What am I doing? I don't know what it is about this build mode thing, but it just confuses me so much. The buttons pressed there, I keep getting build mode wrong. You can put poured beer in the ledger. Oh, I did not know that. I think I actually have a poured beer in a chest for some reason. That seems like you would just pour all your own beer. Like pour it all out of the barrel and then just put it in the ledger. That seems a bit silly. Oh yeah, you can just put that wheat ale in there. Well, yeah, clearly that's probably not what they're intending you to do. But if it works, I guess. My chickens are now full star. They can be slaughtered for 6 chicken meat if I wanted to. I don't really need chicken meat though. I don't feel like killing my chickens. Seems unnecessary. They're producing eggs, that's what we need. Do need more feed for them though. So we need, I think it was juniper berries is what I was feeding them. Because they're just, for some reason, 38 copper. They are so much cheaper than every other seed, and yet produce one of the highest value things. I do have my mango trees growing. Oh, that's nice. I think that's some more lime trees that I planted, if I remember correctly. Like, these are juniper bushes. They give you multiple harvests. They seem very, very worth it. I'm going to fill all 3 rented rooms and then we're probably just going to sleep again. And hopefully that barn will be done and we can buy some animals. What is coming up next? The next trends are brown ale, bock, and stout. That all sounds like dark. Probably. Stout is... So bock is dark wort, brown ale, no that wasn't it. Stout was stout. Oh, that is stout wort, that is a wort in itself. And bock I also believe is dark wort. Where's Bok? There it is. Yeah, so we need a lot of dark wort. Make some more of that. And the stout mix is, it's the roasted barley and bitter hops. Make some more mozzarella. Not that I really need it. Where's this grumpy guy? I'll eat him. If we build a fence down this line, it should be okay. Not sure how far down it's gonna go. We're gonna do a lot of tree clearing and a lot of grass clearing. Then we'll have a nice enclosed location for these new dairy animals, probably. I feel like if you could hit the grumpy guest with an ox, I doubt anyone would be grumpy again or dare show their faces in here. If they have a criticism of my tavern, they get the axe. That would shut them up pretty quick. Unfortunately, it's just the broom. Probably better not to be a mass murdering tavern. Suddenly we're nailing all the haggling. We have our 3 visitors. I think we'll do last orders. And then it should be our barn finished tomorrow. We can have some more stuff aging overnight. Cheese board without any cheese. Not the smartest thing. Some more rum going. And I'm making mostly just dark water here. Don't think I really need to replant anything. We have plenty of and plenty of everything really. Other than inventory space. Send these guys home. And we'll go to bed at lunchtime. me some stout for today. I think it's the day that the trends switch over. Yep, so we've got the new trends for next week. And now it is stout. Stout, bonk, and fondue, sweet pie, bread, and some brown ale. We are selling brown ale, but we still got some kegs of stuff. In fact, I guess using that tip, I can pull the beer out of this, and we can just empty some of the lesser beers into our ledger. Not lesser beers, but the ones that are worth less. Put 2 of the same bock in for aging. Let's not do that. That one stack of cheese we've made is taking a very long time to age. You can make 1 load of unaged blue cheese, and that is going to take... It's probably going to take, well, I mean, it's going to take 26 days, because we've got 26 of them. That's almost more time than I've actually played the game. Is the barn done? I think it should be. That looks almost done. He's got 1 side left to do. Fair enough, a barn is quite a bit more of an investment than a chicken coop. It does take a while to build one. Heading to the farm shop, but it's Sunday, so it is closed. Have I lined this fence up properly? I think so. Fairly. I think some of them are the wrong way around, but other than that, I think it is lined up. Okay, now we have just a couple more fences to place, and then we have a big old field for our cows to frolic in or do whatever cows do. I think mostly just chew. Yeah. So these fences I placed earlier are the wrong way around. Can't be the right way around. Let's see. I think it's because it's blocking the stairs. Well, it's just gonna have to look a little weird. With a couple more fence gates. Actually, that is quite a long fence. Got another 2 on top of the 2 we already ordered. And open the tavern just for a little while. Get some people in our rooms, and then we'll go to bed again, and hopefully the barn will be finished. It's kind of like an excited kid waiting for Christmas. Just trying to go to sleep as early as possible. wait for 2 more people to show up to rent the rooms, and then we'll fall asleep just immediately. Stout on to age, and we can do some more. There was Bock. I think we're already aging Bock. I guess we could do a little bit more stout. Set that wort up. And what else was it again? Got a final rental room customer. He's actually paying a fair amount. Really messing these up. I think it's a testament to how just tired I am today. Right. Got a lot of aged stuff. We can go age some stout, and then what was the one? It was Bock, brown ale, and stout here. Sorry, I thought that was a 4th. The stout. You really not have a sideways gate fence? Oh, that's... didn't think of that. That is really silly. Well then. Yeah, I guess we either have a hole or we just can't get out. I don't need to do this fence. I just like the idea of it aesthetically for keeping animals, but I just have a door on it. The rotation stuff in build mode could really do with some work. I think we are, because our chickens are very happy, I think we might be getting eggs every day, or at least getting them more frequently than we were, which is nice. Moment of truth. Is this the day that the barn is done? Finally. Have a look at what it's like to keep the cows. I'm sure it's very similar to the chickens, but I do want to see them grow up. I think that must be the barn finished. That looks like a finished barn. And we can ring the bell for some reason. I guess that calls the animals back. Ah, this place is lovely. Right, there's a... looks like we need to feed them every day. a load of hay. We can certainly do that. And this is their water. This is a really nice building, I like it. So there's space for 4. Let's go get some cows. We need to go to the farm shop, which isn't open yet. But thankfully it is Monday, so it will be open. Those were really big limes, but no, I think those are the underripe mangoes. Of course, they are green. Do love me some mango. Dried mango is probably one of my favourite snacks. It's a little sugary. I think the lady we need to buy the animals for is behind us. There she is. Do you? Oh, you do actually sell things outside your shop. Cool. Let's pick up some milk and some chicken meat and stuff. And then I think we now can go buy some animals. Right. So we can get a sheep, a cow, pig, and some hens, obviously for our coop. They're not too expensive. I think the sheep and pigs are just for slaughter. But the cows, well actually no, you can get sheep's milk. So we'll buy 2 cows, a sheep, and a pig. I feel like naming a sheep sausage is a little insensitive. Yeah, they're fairly cheap. The cows being the most expensive, understandably. So barn animals require extra care, but with a couple of basic tips, I can manage fine. Okay, she's going to give us the barn tour. The barn is a place where large animals sleep, eat, and drink. For an animal to develop and to start yielding products for you, you have to assign it to its respective space. Go into decoration mode and assign your new animal to the empty space. Right, let's do that. Right, yeah, we have Clover is a much nicer name for a pig. And there goes Clover. When the animal is placed, its space will change, allowing you access to its personal feeder and ending a badge indicating what kind of animal occupies that space. Want to increase the space? Yeah, okay. We can upgrade the barn. And barn animals have some differences. For example, they only eat from their personal feeder. It doesn't matter if the food is in another feeder. If they don't have food in theirs, they won't eat it. In addition, the animals in the barn need to walk. Unlike the chickens, you'll decide when the animals go outside and return to the barn. Remember as well that some animals yield products such as milk. So cows and sheep eat hay while pigs eat leftovers. Yeah, I did see like the hay flew out of my pig's feeding trough there. The hay and leftovers can be made on the forage table. Of course, there's nutritious feed. Yeah. As for water, all animals drink from the same trough. Okie dokie. And Buzz can improve it all. In addition to eating and drinking, barn animals should walk at least 1 hour a day to develop faster. And if we let them sleep outside, we don't ring the bell, they can fall sick. Spending the night in the outdoors or walking in adverse weather conditions. If an animal gets sick, it will sleep all day and won't develop. The only way to cure it is to give it medicine. Okay, I'm glad they don't just die. Oh, well, it's part of the tutorial who just made my pig sick. I didn't look at how to use it. There we go. Well done. Unfortunately, the medicine is an instance. Once you've given it to your animal, they will be fully recovered the next day. So basically, got to get the right food, put it in their troughs, fill up the water, and give them a daily. Okay, so they're definitely more involved than the chicken. Let's pop them down then. So we've got Molly and Matilda, our cows. We've got Ginger the sheep, even though they're not ginger at all. And we've got our lovely Clover the pig, who gives intestines and pork, of course. That makes sense. Molly gives cow milk, so there's beef if we slaughter them. And our sheep is sheep's milk, which is now stuck on my screen somehow. That's new. Not had that before. I'm gonna make leftovers out of my cheese board. Let's not do that. Or we can just make some leftover porridge or something. Right, I like the farm animals quite a lot. That is kind of more interesting. That is definitely more involved than Chicken's Coop, and I guess more rewarding as well. I think they are out on their daily walk. So, got all the hay, we just need to make some leftovers. We do that with some porridge. Making 25 gold each afternoon, and oh, well, rats on level 16. I don't think I'll be seeing that myself. Yeah, 170k rep. Yep, that is a lot. And there's not really much point doing it, honestly. I do think if you're very aesthetically driven, there's a lot more kind of late game, I guess, to this. You can make a very nice looking tavern. I mean, some of the screenshots on this game's page, the taverns do look very, very pretty. Yeah, don't blame me for not doing that. That is, there is not really much to do there. I think putting it down and waiting for the next update is what I'm going to do as well after this session, and I mean, I'm hoping the next update is a meaty one, because I definitely want to revisit this game. It is really fun. But unfortunately, as all early access titles, they kind of, well, that's not true, but sometimes they can struggle a bit to get to that ending. And I hope that doesn't happen with this game. I mean, when they're in early access, yeah, you can understand it's not finished. But I hope this doesn't just release into 1.0 and then they're just yeah, we're kind of done with it. Because I can understand working on a game for a really, really long period of time, you do probably lose the passion for it quite a lot, especially when you're having to develop in kind of complete chapters. I think that's actually a really hard way to develop an idea, is to develop and polish everything as you go. Is probably so much harder than just being able to work on lots of ideas at once and then kind of bring them all together. Because you need to keep people engaged in early access, you kind of need to keep good content coming out. And that's difficult. Because if you have just kind of a couple of updates that aren't very well received, you might start receiving some negative reviews, and then that can impact the sales of your game, and you can't have that happening, and it's a lot of pressure in early access to get it right. Thankfully, I think people are starting to nail the early access system a bit better. It's definitely a problem more so when early access was kind of in its infancy. I'm not saying that's going to happen with this game. I have a lot of faith in this game. What they have released so far seems very, very, very good. I just want more of it. So wait and be patient. So I think, check, everyone's had their walk. Has my pig gone for a walk? Yes, he has. Or he or she. I think Clover is more of a female name. That's my hen, he doesn't need to go for a walk. So I think we can call the barn animals back. They've been walking for a while. It's a bit of a queue to get back in. Not sure what was going on there. What is going on? What are they doing? Why is Ginger in the cow spot? Well, I think they're just walking around the barn, that's fine. There, okay. Well, that's a problem. There's a cow at the entrance and I'm inside the barn. Uh-oh. Okay, moved. She moved. I was worried that was going to be a soft lock. I was like, don't want you to have to restart the day. Did I open the tavern tool today? I think I forgot. Too excited for the barn animals, and they're good. I mean, they are very good. So we can make some unaged Manchego. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Can't make any of this. We need kitchen yeast. I kind of want to make cheddar. I'll make that for now. This lady is paying an awful lot for this room. See if we can nail that niggling and get some money. Not that I need it, I'm just greedy. Excellent. think, honestly, that's going to be last orders. Or actually no, I can let the tavern run a little bit. Whoops, I mushed it twice. Did not mean to do that. We can let it run up a little bit, but I want to have some final thoughts on this game. I think this game is a great start of a game at its core. It's really quite special. They really need to address the issues or kind of, not imbalances, but the fact that all the beers are equal. I don't like that. I mean, they should definitely be differently priced, because some of them are hard to make, some of them aren't. And at the moment there's just no real reason to make difficult to make beer. I think that if we can see that kind of fixed, the beer crafting system is in depth enough, or deep enough to really be quite interesting, compelling throughout the entirety of the game. I think that the animal systems seem interesting enough. Like the barn is more interesting than the coop. That's going to just be another thing to manage. I like that. The bar management, like, they seem to be wanting to drive that to the AI rather than to the player doing that. I don't mind that as long as the other systems are compelling enough. At the moment, I would say the other systems aren't quite there yet, because running around and honestly, like, just running around chopping wood and grabbing coal isn't interesting. It's not a fun thing to do, especially when there's no reward other than the wood and coal. It would be nice to see maybe some XP tied to those systems, as well as upgrades to your tools, but I think those are definitely coming, because like a copper pick implies that there will probably be an iron pick and so on. If there is a little bit more variety to what customers want, I think that's going to be really interesting. Like I said last time I played this game, the idea of having like upper class and maybe lower class customers I think would be really cool. Like, so you'd have to stock, maybe you'd have like a second floor to the tavern that's more of a fancy restaurant kind of idea. You can serve your pastas and your wines and your rums up there, and then you can, on the lower tavern, you could maybe sell the cheaper beers and the kind of just stews and soups, the things that people are really kind of wanting to experience in kind of frequency rather than quality. I think that would be great. Maybe you make a bit more money on the lower tavern, but the higher tavern, like where you're selling the more expensive stuff, you get less frequent customers, you get a lot more reputation, they're a lot more demanding for their comfort needs. I think that would be really fun. Like, there's a lot of ways that this game can go further to make it even better, but at the moment I do think that the beer imbalance, it's a really weird sentence to say, is just holding it back. I started to get a little bit frustrated with how it didn't really matter what I threw into a beer or what I threw into porridge or soup. It all is apparently delicious, but it shouldn't be. I don't know why putting this horrible mix of like lemon, lettuce and bitter hops makes a beer that's tasty. Like, it just shouldn't do. It should be pretty revolting. So if they could, I think what would actually be very hard to do is bring in a system of how you actually need to make tasty food, because also obviously that's going to be subjective. But there's a lot of ways that they could improve this. Currently I think the economy is just a little bit busted. Getting those beer prices to be different would be a really good first step. And bringing maybe a little bit more interaction with the player. Like, currently I haven't moved and my tavern is fine, and really I just need to go into the back and do a little bit of crafting and everything will be okay. But ultimately I don't think that's the direction this game should go, because there's a lot of crafting games already that do crafting well, and they do it a little bit better. This game shouldn't be a crafting game, it should be a tavern running game. That's what they should focus on. And I'm a little bit worried that maybe they're looking at games in similar genres, like something like Stardew Valley, and they're thinking, hey, Stardew Valley does NPCs really well, we should do NPCs. And if they move too far away from the tavern keeping aspect, they're just going to end up with a game that's mediocre. Why would I play this when I could play something that already does it better? So I really want to see what they have already just become better, and then add a little bit more extra. You don't need to add engaging NPCs like the farm family. I don't know any of their names, and I don't really care about them. Their writing is fine, they say a couple of lines, but that's okay. They serve their purpose. The miners to the north, I can't even think of a single word that they say, so it's just not important. There is some hope in the magic system that could add a lot of depth to the game. Like there is the tech tree. Here, like the magic could be good. That could you could go wild with that. Could be a lot of fun. Yeah, I think move away from the kind of like the sluggish, just chopping down wood and gathering coal bits of the game, because they're not engaging. Give me more of this. This is fun. Just having the tavern work, having like, it'd be really nice if I could just hire a chef and they do some of the cooking for me, and I could maybe give them a like meal plan, and that's what they prepare. Something like that, because the actual just going back and forth to the oven isn't very fun. But kind of seeing your tavern, and I do think they've done a fantastic job of having a massive variety of NPCs come in, and they all look different. Like there's no odd twins here. Every NPC currently in my tavern I think does look different, and that makes it feel really alive. And you've got people coming in, you've got people leaving, you've got people that are grumpy, and I mean that's a system that needs a bit more work, but you've got really good things to make this tavern feel alive. I like the lighting system as well, and people going in and out for rooms. That's another great thing, that you don't unlock it too late in the game. It feels just enough to bring the game to more interesting mechanics. So I think this game has so much potential, and I'm gonna be returning to it in future updates, but I think for now that is where I'm going to leave Traveller's Rest alone. And we're going to do our last call on the tavern. And I'm kind of slightly sad as I say that, honestly. I've really enjoyed this game. There we have it. That is, I think, Traveller's Rest. The tavern is being closed until further notice. And by further notice, I mean further updates. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Traveller's Rest as much as I did. I had a lot of fun with it. And yeah. I hope to see you next time. I'm thinking we're either going to be playing Day of the Diver or Dinkum as our next game. I'm probably leaning towards Day of the Diver. I know a lot less about that game. It looks like it's going to be very fun though, so I hope to see you there. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon.